It's Wednesday evening, 7 o'clock. How are you? My name is Johnny Daniel. I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up, and we are here to create tonight. How are you? So, it's almost Labor Day weekend, which means, yes, the days get shorter, which I don't particularly care for, but it also means it's going to start getting a tiny bit cooler. Yay! For those of us out in the desert, that means it might get under 100 soon, I hope. So, if you are creating with me, couple notes. It is Labor Day weekend, so the deadline is not Monday, but Tuesday night for the Create With Me part of the project, if you want a $5 off coupon. And let's see what else. The host code that is provided above in the link is also good until Tuesday evening, because I am taking some time off to observe the holiday. So without anything else, let's get to creating, and throw me a comment, say hello, where you're from, what you had for dinner, or if you haven't had dinner, or if it's just a cocktail tonight because it's been that kind of day. Whatever the case may be, let me know, and I'm going to put you down so we can get to going, because we got a big project tonight. So hold on. See if we could get this done. I think. Hi, Lise. How are you? Let's see here. Get this out of the way. All right, so let me hit refresh on here so I can see comments, and we will be off to the races. Hopefully not literally. So, alrighty, let's click on this thing and get this up and ready to go. All right, I think I'm good. Alrighty, so let's see, what else do we have here? So if you don't know, there's a great bonus if you do sign up right now. It's about 40 bucks worth. Some cardstock already cut, the Queen Anne's lace stamp set, the So Much Love stamp set, and the rhinestone basic jewels as a bonus on top of the kit that you already get for $99. All right, so for tonight, we are creating this plaid mousse, and I have to show you. The whole reason for tonight, there's a couple things. But the thing I want you to take away from, and this is the create with me part, so let me explain. So if you create with the technique I'm showcasing, any project, hopefully with Stampin' Up! Products, by Tuesday this time, because of the holiday, okay, by Tuesday evening. Hi Erin, how are you? Hopefully your mouth is doing okay. So if you create by Tuesday evening, 7:30, and you post it up there in the comments, your picture of what you created with the vellum, then you will get a $5 off a $15 class that'll be good for a month. So there you go. Okay, that's the incentive. So here's the question for you. Which do you like better? Without the vellum or with the vellum? So I like both because, you know, that's just me, but this gives a little bit more softness to it. So if you're looking for the soft and not bright green trees, then this is what you're going to be looking for. So we're going to be creating this tonight, or something very similar at least. And I will get to creating for you, so that way you can do this also. So the Create With Me project, if you decide to do it, anything with vellum as an overlay with something stamped behind it to create a softer kind of background, okay? So that's it for the guideline. 2 mats, 3 mats, 4 mats, 8 mats, 1 mat, whatever, no mats, Doesn't matter to me. I'm looking for the vellum to soften the ink. That's it. Okay? So, without anything else, let's get to the details of this, right? So I have a piece of plaid tidings. It's normally 6 by 6. I've cut this down because I was working on something else, okay? I've got a piece of Cajun craze. This is cut at 5 1/4 by 4. Okay, and then I have a piece of espresso, early espresso. This is cut at 5 by 3 3/4, I believe. And here's the ticket though. Normally we mat like this, right? Tonight we're matting like this. And you're saying, but then it's gone. But we're gonna cut and do underlays and overlays and all kinds of stuff, right? And then this is gonna go on the back side of this after the cutouts. Okay, so shall we get to going? Okay, so you have the measurements for the mats. The measurement for the thick, very vanilla cardstock is 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. The valley goes out. We're gonna hide those mountains and fold that over. If you're curious, the valley is where the score goes like this, and the mountains is where it goes like this. Okay, so we've got that going. Now I need to get to cutting, don't I? So, let me make some room here. It's all right here, and that is the problem. So, let me get what I need for right this minute. If you want to make the sample that I have created, we're doing the Rooted in Nature with the Woodlands embossing folder, the Pinewood planks, and the Moose punch. Okay? All right, we're almost ready. So as I'm setting up, I will remind you with wish. Let her take over. You need some help today. All right, so I will remind you that Paper Pumpkin is how many days away? Deadline is the 10th to sign up, so we're a week and a day away, so about 8 days out. If you want 20 Cracker Jack boxes with an autumn, a Thanksgiving, or a Halloween theme, and enough to make the 20 with any one of the themes or all three, which means you're going to have leftovers for cards and other stuff. Okay? All right. So I need to grab my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. No, I have not come up with a name yet. I think we're going to have to do a contest because I'm blank on that. So, alrighty, so we're gonna get to rolling on this, literally. I am still trying to make room. Sorry, guys. Alright, so with this, we have our platform, and we are doing the thin dies, so I need numbers 1, 2, and 3. So here's number 1, here's number 2, and here's number 3. Ooh, which way? Twice over. It's a little warped, so I flipped it. So we're gonna stick this in here. Yay. Now remember, we are going opposite, okay? So the little piece gets the littler hole. The bigger piece gets the bigger hole. So we're gonna put these in sideways. So I can do them both at the same time and you don't have to watch twice. Yay! Okay. You want to try to center these. Now, if you're a measure quilter type, you need to measure, but I'm an eyeballer, so it's okay. And if it's a little bit crooked, it's handmade. We're good. So these are from, I wrote this down so I would not forget, the Celebration Labels dies. We also have the Moose Punch, Plaid Tidings paper, Vellum cardstock, Woodland embossing folder, Pinewood planks 3D embossing folder. Yes, I just threw a lot at you. So these are the Celebration Labels dice. There you go. So we're gonna stick this on top here. Name it Dolly. Good night, Aaron. Rest well, honey. He had a toothache this morning and had to get it taken care of. So I probably need to send him a card. So, alrighty. Ugh. Or I need to send his wife a card because she's probably dealing with him. Huh. So, alrighty, so we've got our punch out here, and we've got our punch out here. We're gonna put the dies somewhere that they will not get thrown away, in theory. If you see my desk, you're not gonna. And we're gonna take these labels, and we're not using them tonight. So these are extras for punch outs. These are extras for whatever you want to do. Don't throw them away though, because they're good, right? And then we're going opposite, and these are gonna get glued down like that, okay? All right, but before I do, I'm gonna finish all of my die cutting so I can put this down and be done with it. So what else do we have to do? Embossing. So we got to read the platform again. So we take it all the way down and we look at the platform and we say, oh, embossing folders, right? So we've got one standard and one 3D. So the standard ones, we use the platform and then we use 3. So no number 2s anymore, thankfully. And then we're going to use our number 3s, and this is for the standard embossing folder, which is this guy. And how do you tell a standard and a thick and a 3D? Well, look at the difference in thickness. Quite a bit difference. So the thicker it is, the deeper it's going to go. So that is your 3D one, which requires a different plate. Okay? So for now, we're going to do the woodland one. How you know it's upright is where your logo is. That is the front of the folder. And then you're going to go hinge first. Here's the reason why. If you go this way, guess what happens? If it catches just perfect, it's going to twist that folder and eventually snap it. So it wears on it quite a bit more. But first, I have to put this down, right? We're doing number 3s, right? So 3 and 3. So let's see here. Make sure I'm caught up with you guys. Alrighty. So, and we're gonna wind it through. Okay. Now, as you wind these through, this breaks down your paper, so you need to be a tiny bit careful, not so much with this one, but the next one definitely, okay? So, keep chucking to the side, right? Okay, let's make sure we know where our paper's going though. Okay, so now 3D, we're looking at our platform and we're going 3D, 1 and 4. So this used to be a specialty plate that you had to buy separately, but hey, guess what? It comes with it now. Isn't that awesome? You still have to buy the magnetic separate, but number 4, the specialty plate, comes with the machine. So now I'm gonna grab, excuse the reach, my Cajun Craze. Now, this will probably break. And here's the reason I say this, because this is a 3D embossing folder, which translates to, it's gonna be deep, which translates to, it's gonna break down the fibers really well. And look, it's kind of thin on the sides. So there's a possibility that it's gonna rip a little, but hey, it's wood, so we can glue it back together. No, we don't need wood glue, but we do need to make sure that it does what it needs to do, right? So, let's see here. So I do similar cards to this in card classes and whatnot. If you want to see what is on the website, you can click on stampingwithjohnny.com, stampingwithjohnny.com. I'll say that again, because I know it, you don't, right? And let me put this, are we done with this? Yes. So, you can go to stampingwithjohnny.com, and let's see if this came out. You got to be a little careful with it. See how it ripped a little bit there? That's okay though. So go to stampingwithjohnny.com, click on current events, and it'll flip over to my calendar and you'll be ready to go. Okay, so let's see. Last but not least, we are going to do the moose. Since it's fall and not Christmas, we're gonna do the yellow side. Or the, let's see, I believe that's bumblebee and crushed curry. If I, you know, remember right. We'll see. Okay, so we've got those pieces. We've got this guy. We've got our vellum. See, it's all coming back together. Awesome, right? So before we start assembling, I need to, be ginger about that one. I need to put this down kind of where it's gonna be. Grab my trees, my pine trees out of the Rooted in Nature set, okay? And here's my eyeballing. I know, you guys, you're probably going, oh, here we go again. Yes, here we go again. So I'm gonna put this down, kind of find the hole, and go, yeah, I'm gonna put my finger right about there. I know, this is a backwards way to do it, but hey, it works for me. I'm stamping in shaded spruce. These are, it's a distinctive set, which means I stamp it once and it looks 3D, which means you need the proper amount of ink on your ink pad. I'll explain in just a second. Gotta stay quiet for that one, I'm not sure why. So with this, you need to make sure it's not too juicy, and what that means is if it feels really, really wet, too juicy, and if it's really, really dry, so if you get light spots where you're stamping, where it's not a consistent ink coverage, so you have light spots and dark spots, then you don't have enough ink and then you need to re-ink. But if you have too much, grab a plastic spoon. I wouldn't recommend a bone folder because sometimes it stains and then you end up with that. So grab the back of a plastic spoon and just push some of your ink to the side. Now, when you're done, make sure to push it back. Otherwise, you got one spot that's really juicy and not much of the other. So we're just gonna stamp a bunch of trees. And do like one more in the middle. I don't know, it depends on how much of forest you want, right? All right, good enough for me. And then while I have the ink open, I'm gonna do Thinking of You. Hold it down for a couple of seconds, let that ink go into that page. All right, so we're gonna close this so I don't end up with it all over the place. And we're gonna close this back up, right? Okay, here's the fun part. Grab my Stampin' Seal. Grab my Early Espresso. Now, this is a stitched, so what you wanna pay attention to is the stitching going down. That is the front. On the back side, you'll notice it's just, it doesn't look as sharp, so you'll know. You lost sound? Okay, but we're good now. Give me a thumbs up. So you'll want to start on the back side. So we're going to put glue down. We are not gluing this to the base yet. We are simply gluing the vellum down. Okay, now you got to pay attention and figure out which side you want to face out. For me, I want it this way. It's really up to you on how you want it to look though. Doesn't matter if it shows, because guess what, and you want to rub so it does, so you know it's stuck. But you want to make sure that that's what you want, right? And then here we go, look at that and how that softens that. Kind of cool, right? Okay. So now we're going to do the Stampin' Seal, but you want to make sure, because you've got vellum here, you want to make sure that you stay where the brown is so you don't get stripes running through your trees. You can do that. It's not a huge issue, but it is what it is, right? Okay. Now I'm going to ever so gingerly kind of hold and glue gently, gently, gently with this guy because it's splitting and doing, and this is about to go, so I'm actually gonna tear this so I have less that's gonna go around, less to flop down while I'm trying to glue, I guess is what I was trying to say. So I'm just going to piece this out. Remember, this goes over, not under, because our normal mats, we're gonna, you know, size it to go in, right? No, not this time. We're actually going to, remember the bump goes in, so we want to make sure we're gluing on the correct side so we don't have stuff backwards. It can happen to the best of us, right? And then this, oh, let me do this, and we're gonna flip. If it's not perfect, it is okay. Mine is not perfect. Yeah, I don't, what happened here? It's okay. I think what happened is I flipped right in the middle. So we're gonna peel, 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 and stick. This goes on this side. So I think I flipped that other one because I was gluing. That's why. Okay. All right, so this is gonna go this way. So we wanna make sure to glue on the correct side because I almost made a big ol' oops, didn't I? But it's okay. We caught it in time. All right, so now we're just gonna butt up. It doesn't matter if it's a little bit wrecked. It happens. Trees fall over. Life happens, doesn't it? So there we go with that. And I'm gonna grab my dimensionals and my mousse. And I'm gonna grab 2 dimensionals here and peel the backs off. If for some reason they won't peel, stick your thumbnail in the middle of it so it pops up on you. No problem at all. And there we have it. There is our mousse card. Yay! So there we go. I hope you like it. Here's without vellum, here's with vellum. And let's see, what else do I have to say? If you need a mini catalog, hence the holiday catalog, please let me know. I know I have some new people on here, not a problem at all. I can get it to you. If you're up in the basin, I'll get it to you personally. If you are outside the basin, I will mail it to you, no problem at all. And let's see, I think that's all I have for you. Yay, we finished before 7:30. That's the goal. So thank you so much for joining me. Follow me, stampingwithjohnny.com, and have a great night. I will pin this to the top so you can create with your vellum to soften your card and get a $5 coupon for any 15 or more class, online or regular in-person class. So thank you so much and talk to you soon. Bye-bye.